everybody, I'm Dr. Tinder. So I really am a doctor. I have a PhD in the humanities and I teach at a university here in the United States. I recently became single after being married for quite some time, and I tried online dating. Specifically, I used Tinder. I was on Tinder for a year. So I heard what you've heard about Tinder, that Tinder's just a hookup site, and I wanted to see if it was true. And I found a lot. I found out a lot of things, and I don't think it is a hookup site. But that's for a later post. Today what I want to talk about is safety, using online dating safely. I hear from both, not just women, but both men and women, that they are afraid to use online dating, that they're afraid of getting catfished, that they're afraid of even just suffering from being stolen from, having their identity stolen, having their money stolen, their credit cards, whatever. People imagine all sorts of scenarios when they're interacting with complete strangers for the purpose of dating. So I'm going to give you some tips and strategies that I developed to feel safe doing this Tinder experiment for the last year. So here's how it works if you happen to not have actually tried online dating. You look at other people, you match up. Once you match up, you can talk to each other, you can text each other within the app. So generally, you start talking to each other, texting each other through the app, and then one of you asks for your phone number. So I haven't heard of anybody booking a date, planning a date, while they're still texting within the app. Usually you text within the app. If there's chemistry, you exchange phone numbers, then you text for a while through your phone numbers, then maybe you set up a time to meet in person. Okay, so that's generally, in my experience, that's how it works. And in what I've heard from other people, that's how they have done it. So here's my strategy, is get their name. Just simply get their name. Now, you might be thinking, well, they could lie. Yes, they could lie, but that's where you're going to use social media to find them. That can be really hard to find them before you have their phone number, but at least ask their name while you're in the app, just to see their reaction, just to test them a little bit about how open they are about sharing who they really are with you. So if you're not comfortable doing that, you can give out your phone number. You can always block them. You could also get a prepaid phone just for the purpose of dating. Now, once you're texting within your phone number, it will be very easy to find them on social media. So make sure you add them to your contacts. Again, there's another reason to ask them for their name, right? Without sounding sort of awkward or paranoid. Once they've given you their phone number and they've texted you and said hi, you can say, oh, I want to add you to my contacts, so that you don't get filtered out. What's your first and last, or what's your last name? What's your last name? So once you have them in your contacts, you should very easily be able to find them on Snapchat or WhatsApp, or Instagram, or Facebook, or Twitter. It would be very unlikely that you would get their phone number and their name and not be able to find them on one of those social media outlets. Now, from my perspective, once I see that somebody exists under that name within one of these platforms, and they've been interacting with people and other people seem to recognize that they are who they are, and I mean more than a couple of people, right? You don't want to find somebody on Facebook and they have 10 friends, or find someone on Instagram and they have 10 posts and 6 followers. Obviously that doesn't confirm their identity at all. So again, for me, get their name, first and last name, get their phone number, find them on social media, and make sure that they seem to have genuine people in their life who are familiar with them, commenting on their pictures, on their thoughts, things like that. Okay, so that's for me, that gave me a high degree of comfort. Now, once you plan a date, on the date, tell a friend or two their full name, their phone number, maybe send them a link to their social media, tell your friend where you're going, tell your friend when you're leaving the date, and tell your friend when you're home from the date. Does that seem excessive? Maybe. You don't have to do all of this. But if you're one of those people who's avoiding online dating because you're afraid of online dating, these are some ways that you can easily protect yourself. Now, I had no seriously negative experiences with online dating, but these strategies reassured myself that I was safe, and it also reassured my friends and family that I was doing this safely. So that's my tip for the day. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to tell you more of my stories and strategies from online dating. Have a great day.